So, after making the decision to do a little bit of extra training in between recording sessions, I am back with some more Pokemon X, and there have been quite a few changes, to say the least, in terms of what's been going on with my squad. And I was going to go on my into the menu here, but let's actually go into computer, because there's been quite a few changes in terms of Pokemon levels. Quite a significant amount, in fact. There's been a few Pokemon evolutions, as well as some training of some Pokemon that I'm not sure whether I will train them up and use them in the future, but I figured just to, be on the safe side, I figured I might try and level up some Pokemon anyway. So, let's go straight into who is in my current squad. So, a lot of my Pokemon are pretty much at level 40. Also, I don't know why Mienfoo's in the squad, because I was training Mienfoo up, but I don't really plan to use you right now, so tell you what. Let's just bring that Pikachu for now, and we'll go along with that. But you probably noticed there's been some changes, including, well, potentially a new Pokemon in my squad. Yeah, remember that Honedge I caught a very long time ago, I think near the, that mansion, whatever it was? Well, I've been thinking, and I figured that actually, having a Pokemon like Honedge might actually be of use to me in some of the future battles, and as a result, I did an awful lot of training, and it eventually evolved into Doublade. And yeah, I have a feeling that it will come in handy. Maybe not necessary for this upcoming gym battle, because you don't know any Steel-type moves, but I'm pretty sure the next gym after this one I'm about to do is a Psychic-type gym, so having a Ghost-type Pokemon will probably be very useful, so that's why I decided to spend quite a lot of time training up Honedge into Doublade. And some other changes, well, as I said, a whole bunch of Pokemon have been leveled up, and pretty much all of my main ones are now at least level 40. I felt like level 40 was like a good ballpark to go along with. And you may have also noticed, I have a Crocodile now. Yeah, I was contemplating whether to train up the Sandile that I caught ages ago before I took on the gym in Lumio City, and at the time I opted not to, but then I thought, actually, again, there is a Psychic-type gym coming up, so I thought, why not have a Pokemon that might be potentially good enough to go against that upcoming gym? So I thought, let's train up the Sandile and evolve it into Krokorok and then eventually into Crocodile. So yeah, that also spent a lot of time doing that. And also, as you can see, that second Eevee I caught, I did indeed go down the route of evolving it into an Espeon. So hopefully I'll be able to use one of my favourite Pokemon at various times throughout this run, but for now I won't be using Espeon for the time being. And as you can probably see, yes, my Goomy has evolved into a Sliggoo, and hopefully I'll be able to evolve you into a Goodra at some point very soon. But other than that, I don't think there's any other major changes in terms of levels. Now, in terms of like Dark-type Pokemon, thinking about it, I probably should have trained up this Absol, and I probably will still do that at some point, but I think for now, I'm going to go along with what I have, and then maybe I'll do another off-camera session to train up some of these Pokemon. I'll make a decision. Maybe the same thing with Sableye. I did contemplate training up Sableye a little bit, but for the time being, I've decided not to train him up for now, but I will probably change my mind on that at some point in the future. Anyway, I think on that note, let's leave the box and we'll go with our current squad here. And you know what? We're just going to go straight into it. Also, let's just make sure... yeah. I was kind of debating whether to turn off experience share for the time being, but I think I'm just going to leave it on for now. Why not? I don't think there's any harm in doing a little bit more leveling up with our Pokemon, especially as all these gym battles seem to be coming pretty quickly now. So it might not be a bad idea just to help train up my Pokemon a little bit, and just hope that we can do rather well, and hope that we don't have to rely on doing too much extra training in future. Anyway, you know what? I think it's time for enough waffling. Let's head inside the Laveur City Gym with Valerie as the leader, the maiden from a land with history. Well, let's go in and check it out. Quite an unusual looking gym, actually. Wow, this is actually very unusual. I mean, am I in a gym or in someone's house? Anyway, let's talk to you. Well, howdy, Mr. Powley. What's new, future champ? This here Laver City Pokemon Gym has some truly confounding conundrums. The first shocker is this here is a fairy-type gym. Bet you've never seen one of these before. The second shocker is how you get around. Hop on one of the warp panels and off you go, but where you'll land, nobody knows. Ha, just pulling your leg, champ. The warp panels all have fixed destinations, of course. So go on, step on a flashing yellow panel. Ooh, so I'm getting some Saffron City Gym vibes here. Alright, well, I guess we're just gonna have to go and see where we end up. Oh, wow. It almost reminds me of a Dollhouse thinking about it, the way we moved around like that. This Fury-Sewed girl had her clothing designed by the one and only Valerie. How do I look? I must live up to Valerie's beautiful design by displaying an equally beautiful battle technique. Okay then, well, we'll see how it goes. And I suspect I am going to be relying a lot on Scolipede for this gym. But having said that, I might need to be a little bit careful because I wouldn't be surprised if someone has a Mr. Mime who can easily counter Scolipede, so might have to be careful on that. But we shall see. Also, that Dedenne was level 38. I'm only level 40, so actually I may have not gone as overboard as I thought I might have in terms of this extra training. Anyway, you want to learn Bulk Up. I mean, that could be handy. I keep forgetting about Spiky Shield. Okay, we'll leave it for now. But one thing I'm pretty sure on is the next city we go to, I'm pretty sure does have the move reminder. I thought it was in this city, but I think I got it wrong with the just a move tutor that can teach specific moves for the likes of Chestnut and all that. So I think I got that. I think I made that mistake in the previous episode. And I was thinking of the move relearner, which I'm pretty sure is in the next Pokemon Gym City. Anyway, I'll have Pikachu take care of that Azumarill. I will probably evolve you into a Raichu at some point, but I'm going to wait a little bit before you finally stop learning some moves by yourself. Anyway, first battle done. Things that are truly beautiful are difficult to describe with mere words. Indeed. Anyway, seeing as I have no idea where we're going to go, we're just going to keep going to the warp panels that are on the left. Also, hello, hi. I looked up to Valerie so much that I came here to learn from her. Okay, I mean, that's fair enough. Okay, just a single Pokemon. What is your level? Okay, you're level 40 as well. Okay, I definitely did not go overboard with the training after all. And maybe it's a good thing that I decided to do a little bit of extra training after all, and also to keep the experience share on for now. Anyway, you've been poisoned. Unfortunately, I've been hit by an Attract. So I tell you what, rather than switch our Pokemon, let's just use Screech for absolutely no reason whatsoever. And we'll just let the poison knock you out. Okay, there we go. Not bad at all there, Scolipede, and Linnea defeated. And I'll just have to make a decision on whether just to temporarily leave to heal my Pokemon before we get to Valerie. I still have a lot to learn about both fashion and Pokemon battles if I want to be amazing like Lady Valerie. Fair enough. Anyway, we're just going to keep on going down some of these ones and just see where we end up. We're just going to wing it for now. Although perhaps I should, at the very least, heal up Scolipede. A super potion should be enough. Close enough. Oh, actually, I should have used a potion on Pikachu, but we'll leave it for now. Don't we just look like a bunch of dolls in a dollhouse? That's what I was thinking. It almost looks like a dollhouse, this place. Okay, Clef Key. Hang on, aren't you... dumb question. Are you part Steel type? Well, there's only one way to find out. Yep, I thought so. I mean, it kind of obviously looks it, but that's fine. Luckily, I have the perfect Pokemon to go against you, so let's bring out Charizard. Actually, come to think of it, I think a lot of my Pokemon actually know some new moves, and the problem is, because I've done all this training, I've forgotten if anyone knows any new moves. I think, is Wing Attack new? Probably not, I can't remember, but either way, choose a Fire Fang for now. That should be enough to finish off this Clef Key. There we go, no problem. Hey, well, at least Scolipede grew to level 41, which is pretty cool. Curlier next. Ooh, okay. Probably not wise to use Scolipede right now, but might be a good opportunity to use Doublade and see how it gets on. Actually, I'd call you Doublade. It might be Doublade, as in double blade. Yeah, it might be Doublade, think about it, but I don't know. Seeing as this region is based on France, I feel like going down a slight French pronunciation now and call it Doublade. Anyway, use Shadow Claw. I don't know how you can use Shadow Claw, considering you don't really have any claws. Nicely done there. And I also kind of forgot about the fact that, yeah, they also got Curly and possibly Gardevoir, so... although Scolipede is probably going to be my main Pokemon, might not be a bad idea just to have like a neutral option for some of these battles, just in case I end up having to switch out. So I might do a quick bit of shuffling around with the Pokemon order, just in case we end up in a scenario where the first Pokemon that someone brings out could potentially either be another Curlier, maybe a Gardevoir, or possibly even a Mr. Mime, so I better play it safe. Unlike dolls, Pokemon are living, breathing creatures and they can get angry at times. But that's part of what makes them so cute, indeed. Also, we're just going to keep going to the ones on the left and just hope that we can get there eventually. Ooh, I think we're just in some random bedroom. In fact, I think we are. There's literally no one here. Can I sit on this chair at least? Oh, here we go. A vanity mirror is attached to the dresser. You don't say! Anyway, do another quick bit of healing while we're here. Yeah, I am going to heal up Pikachu. I'm not going to go to the Pokemon Center yet, but one thing I will do, as I said, I think I'm going to switch Pokemon around just to play it safe in case we get into a situation where we might end up with, like, battling against a Psychic type. So thinking about it, that would immediately rule out Chestnut as well. Well, I mean, if I want to go down a neutral option, I suppose I could just use Charizard for the time being, and we'll just go along with that. Anyway, where we're going to end up. Okay, we're just going all over the place. Wow, this is a fancy bathroom. Well, I say a fancy bathroom, but then again, is this a bit too fancy? I mean, all I really want is just to take a nice bath. Do I really need to be this fancy? Also, is that a plant growing out of the top of that toilet? Oh dear, I can actually sit on it. Oh dear. We don't really have time for that. Right, let's keep on moving. Okay, yeah, we're definitely going all over the place here. In fact, I think we've been in pretty much all the rooms apart from the room where Valerie is. Also, interestingly, we are at the entrance. No, I don't need to heal a Pokemon. Let's just move around and see if we can finally get to Valerie. Now, let's actually start going down some of the teleporters that we haven't used yet. Okay, so we're back here. I think I did come from... I think I used both the bottom ones, so let's disregard this one. And let's go back into this one, because I know there was another room that had, I think, 3 teleporters. Yeah, this one. Wait, which one did I go into? Did I go in the bottom one or the top one? Let's go in the top one and see where that goes. Oh, it goes back into the bathroom. Okay. So we're back here. Although, I don't know if I like the idea of having teleporters in the bathroom. Like, what if I was, like, you know, taking care of some, you know, business, and then someone just magically teleports into the bathroom, and, it gets a little bit awkward, doesn't it? Oh, hang on, this might be a new room. Yes, it is! Did you know that a certain type of move has no effect against our beloved Fairy-type Pokemon? Indeed, that would be the Dragon-type moves, or, in the case of a Klefki, also Poison-type moves. Anyway, we'll just go against this Pokemon, the Slurpuff, using Charizard. And no, not the best idea, but yeah, it's fine. You're like a good, safe option that I could use. Especially as that's not going to be very effective for some of these moves against Charizard, so it should be fine. So we've got the, hopefully we've got, as I said, we'll get to the next place very soon, which hopefully will have the move reminder. I'm hoping they also double up as a move deleter, because honestly I just don't see any need for Charizard to no cut anymore. As soon as we can figure out where the move deleter is, hopefully in the same place as where the move reminder is, then that'll be great. Also, I kind of want to teach you Slash. I'd rather have you know Slash than Cut, but of course I can't change that right now. But as I said, if we once we find the move reminder and the move deleter, I'll have you learn Slash, because that'll be a good like neutral option to have. Ooh, Power Trick. Okay. What have we got here? The user employs its psychic power to switch its attack with its defense stat. Ooh, okay. Again, I'm not going to go for that, but again, that might change once we find a move relearner and deleter. There are some types of moves that are very strong against fairy types, though, indeed. Well, at the very least, poison and steel type moves. Sadly, Doublade doesn't know any steel type moves. But that's okay. Anyway, hopefully we'll get to where Valerie is. Is this the one? Yes, it is! We found Valerie. And yeah, you know what? We're going to stick with Charizard for now. And I'll switch to Scolipede as and when we need to. Oh, if it isn't a young trainer. So you've flown all the way through my gym, fluttering down to me on a fortunate wind. Then I suppose you have earned yourself the right to a battle as a reward for your efforts. I am Valerie, who leads this fairy-type gym. I hope your visit will prove entertaining to you. The elusive fairy types may appear frail as a breeze and delicate as a bloom, but they are strong. Given the right scenario, they can be, which is why I kind of want to get back to training up my Sylveon. Oh, okay. I completely forgot Mawil's now part fairy type. Because I was half expecting either a Gardevoir or someone else to use like a Mr. Mime. I did not think about Mawile. Oh, well that's handy. Okay, this is great news in fact, starting with Charizard then. Okay, it's not going to knock you out, but that's fine. Question is, are you going to use a healing item already? Actually, you know what? I might be tempted just to slightly weaken you just so I can get Valerie to waste using her items. So you know what? I'm going to do that. Oh, or she'll just do it automatically. I guess that's fine. I wasn't sure if that was going to be low enough for Valerie to use that. I mean, that's fine. Let's use Fire Fang, although I think he did use Iron Defense, so probably should have used my other attack. Yes, I should. Okay, you do know Crunch, which actually would have been bad news against Doublade if I brought you out. Let's use Flame Burst. Okay, that did knock you out, but that's fine. At least Valerie's already wasted one of her potions. I suspect she'll have a second one. Ah, I called her a Mr. Mime. Okay. Right, a Mr. Mime. Well, I guess Doublade it'll have to be then. Okay, well that's what I suspected. But as I said, I was not expecting a Mawile, and that's again only because I completely forgot it's also part Fairy type. Okay, well let's try Shadow Claw then. Okay, you're just going to waste your time using Reflect. Are you going to potentially use a potion? Tell you what, let's use Autotomize, and let's just see. We can help you out a little bit. Speed rose, and of course you became nimble. So, in that case then, let's use another Shadow Claw. Oh wow, you're actually still faster? I kind of forgot how slow Doublade is, but you know what? This should still knock you out, Mr. Mime. Although, that's ended up being a little bit more tricky than I thought. I guess I do need to do a little bit more training for Doublade, but you know what? That's fine. It's worked out nicely, and probably to be expected, you're now going to bring out a Sylveon. So now I can finally use Scolipede. Level 42 though, this could potentially be troublesome. I'll tell you what. Wow, you actually managed to avoid me? Also, attack harshly fell. Alright, forget that then, let's just use Poison Jab for now. Okay, luckily, it's not gonna do too much. Let's try Poison Jab again. Especially now that your Reflect's worn off. Yeah, Dazzling Gleam is not doing much against Scolipede. Although it's still doing a fair bit of damage, I have to say. Unfortunately, you're actually somehow avoiding getting poisoned, so not able to use Venoshock, but you know what, that's fine. Okay, not too bad in the end, and honestly, I didn't over-level my Pokemon as much as I thought. In fact, if anything, I think I've leveled up my Pokemon just right. And there we go. Ooh, a whole bunch more level ups because, as I said, I'm going to keep the experience share on for the time being. I hope the sun is shining tomorrow. That would be a reason enough to smile. Ooh, and thank you for all that money. I keep forgetting who has the amulet coin. Yes, that was a fine battle. Actually, think about it, I think it's Charizard that has it. No, it can't be. Oh, I have to double check it a bit. I shall reward you for this great victory. This is the Fairy Badge. It is yours now. Its beauty is captivating, is it not? Ah, do forgive me, I was so captivated I forgot for a moment that it is yours. As much as you love the look of that, Valerie, at the end of the day, as your duty as a gym leader, you do have to give that badge to me. Thank you very much. And TM, please consider it a personal gift from me, not simply the winnings of a battle. I was about to say, I bet it's Dazzling Gleam. Sure enough. Ooh, well I can instantly teach that to my Sylveon. Oh, my, what a curious feeling. I can't seem to recall any longer which move is contained in that TM. I hope you might forgive me. My designs are said to be rather mystifying. Do you agree with that? I've always wanted to be a Pokemon, you see. That desire is my inspiration and what I try to achieve by designing. And yet the only time I feel I am truly one with Pokemon is when we are embroiled in a desperate battle. I wonder why that is. Okay, it's nothing. It's nothing, kind trainer. Okay then. Well, there we go. That wasn't too bad in the end, and I have to say, I feel like, well, obviously Scolipede was definitely the biggest help, but as it turns out, I actually made the right call in starting with Charizard. You found the gym leader and beat her. No small feat. Super sweet. And you're going to put my name on the mysterious statues. Thank you very much. We'll give them a poke. Why not? And there we go. Once again, I'm the only one. None of my rivals or friends seem to be competing in the gym battles right now. Anyway, oh, who's this? Ah, it's Shauna and Trevor, if I remember rightly. Yes, I had to try to remember the names there for a second there because, yeah, kind of briefly forgot the names. Hey, that's the fairy badge. It's so cute and sparkly. Know what? We're going to go tour the Poké Ball Factory. Okay, I'm interested in Pokeballs because they're used to catch Pokemon. Is that what they're for, Trevor? No way! Oh dear. To put it another way, I'm utterly fascinated by them. Okay, well, off you go. I'll be there in a bit, but in the meantime, I need to do some healing as well as some Pokemon, like, rearranging in terms of the squad. Now, as I said, I think the next gym is a Psychic-type gym. So, obviously not ideal for Scolipede. So I think on that note, for the time being, Scolipede is going to go into storage, and I'm going to bring back some other Pokemon. So, for the time being, Scolipede, I'm going to move you into storage. I might also consider... I don't know, am I likely to use Pikachu for the time being? Probably not. I don't know, might not. So I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm also going to move Pikachu into storage for the time being. And what I am going to do, I'm going to bring Espeon. I'm not going to bring Sylveon for the time being. Even though I have a feeling there is a Dragon-type gym, or at least a Dragon-type Elite Four member. Although I honestly can't remember right now, so I probably will want to train up Sylveon at some point. But I also do want to train up Sliggoo as well, so let's bring you back. And while we're at it, I'm just going to move you there. And let me just check what items they're all holding. Yeah, that's right, Charizard's holding the Amulet Coin, but honestly, I need to give you another item. Because if I'm not mistaken, if I can find it here, yeah, the Charizardite X. So I should totally give that to Charizard. So let's have Charizard hold the Charizardite. And someone else can hold the Amulet Coin. Oh my god, I've got so many things here. Let's give the Amulet Coin to... Let's give it to Doublade for now. Ooh, although I haven't said that, I could just give you the spell tag. You know what, Changepan? You have the spell tag instead. And in which case, I'll just give the Amulet Coin to Lapras. And I think that'll do for the time being. Right, let's head to the Poké Ball Factory and see what is going on. Because we did briefly go up there, if I remember rightly. But we couldn't really do much there, although... Wasn't there a Team Flare grunt hanging around? Yes, there was. Okay. Also, I think the last time I was here, it was actually getting dark, so it's nice to actually see this in the daylight this time. Anyway, what are these two up to? He'll let us in. You'll see. I'll go talk to him again. Oh dear. Shauna, wait! Oh dear. Are we potentially going to have some trouble? Oh, and here's Serena and Tierno. Did Shawnee and Trevs go running off just now? They certainly did. What's the deal? We were supposed to meet here too. I wonder what the matter is. Uh-oh. That didn't sound good. Okay then. What's going on? Well, I guess I'll go help them. Team Flare? There might be something happening inside. Let's check it out while the guard is gone. Indeed, let's do this. Oh, are you not coming with me, Serena? Or are you just going to follow me when I get there? I guess that's what you'll do. Also, is this actually a door? Okay, it is. Wow, it just blended in so well. Oh, hello, I can already see you. Also, look at all those Pokeballs already in there. Anyway, hi! You weren't expecting me, weren't you? Can't that idiot outside even handle guard's duty? So sorry, but we're not offering tours right now. With a red suit like that, you must be a member of Team Flare, right? Did you have to take a part-time job at the Poké Ball Factory to pay for that ugly suit? What? How dare you mock Team Flare? Mighty Anna, get them. Okay. I'll go ahead then. Even though I'm pretty sure I would have been able to easily take care of the Mighty Anna. I'm a nameless Team Flare grunt. I've yet to make a name for myself. And it will be the exact same thing. Ooh, but Toxicroak though. Okay. But that's fine. Luckily, I have brought back Espeon with me. Well, I say brought back Espeon. This will be the first time I'll be using Espeon in my actual Let's Play. Seeing as I said, I did recently decided to do a lot of off-camera training just to get prepared. And hopefully, Espeon is going to kick some ass. Also, I wasn't expecting Sucker Punch, but you know what? That's what you get. Stupid Toxicroak. And there we go. I'm a nameless grunt who lost. I've yet to make a name for myself. I mean, that is totally true. Any final words? I'm a nameless Team Flare grunt, and that's all I'll ever be. You're obsessed with that, aren't you? Also, I clearly can't go ahead, so I guess we're gonna have to take a ride on this. I mean, is this really the proper way to go around? I can't help but think that, health and safety are going to... health and safety are going to be all over this when he realised that this is the way to, move around. Okay then. It's going to be one of them, is it? Right, well, before we move on, let's just very quickly heal up Espeon. It's going to be a bit of a waste using this, but whatever. I'll just buy some more potions when we're done with this place. Anyway, next Team Flare grunt. When I beat you, tears will fall from your eyes like Pokeballs rolling down a conveyor. Oh, you're talking about yourself, aren't you? Ah, I see what you're trying to say. Anyway, Mighty Anna, this should be too difficult for Chestnut. Unfortunately, you don't know any fighting type moves, so... kinda not ideal, but you know what, it's fine. Oh, of course you're going to use Swagger. But that's okay. I'll just switch out. Ideally to a fairly fast Pokemon. I'll just got to use Charizard. Although it would be pretty cool to, you know, have Charizard Mega Evolve, but we're not going to do that right now. There we go, nicely taken care of, and we don't have to deal with that nonsense with the Swagger just then. And Golbat, okay, well that's fine. Espeon, this Golbat is all yours. And hopefully a nice powerful Psychic attack will be more than enough to knock it out. And indeed it is. And a nice level up as your reward as well. Nicely done there, Espeon. Oh, Last Resort. Remind me, what does Last Resort do? Oh, it's one of them. Honestly, the possibility of that happening is going to be very low. So, I think for now, we're not going to have you learn it. Please take me away on the conveyor to a world without pain. Well, I mean, you chose this life of, you know, being part of a criminal organization, I guess, so, that's your problem, not mine. Even if I lose, more will come, like Pokeballs rolling down a conveyor. You're really obsessed with, the conveyor, aren't you? Also, I'm glad I went this way because there is indeed an item, and rather appropriately, it is, a quick ball, or like a kind of Pokeball, I should say. That we'll probably find. Actually, that's a thought. I wonder, are there hidden items around? Okay, no, we can't use the item finder, so there'll be no hidden items. Okay, that's fine. In which case then, let's just say, is this just a dead end? Yes, it is, so we're just going to have to go and find our way through this whole factory. Okay, I do see you there. I'm going to tap you on the shoulder there. Poke, poke. Don't worry, be happy. Oh, I'll be happy when I defeated you, that's for sure. Nah. Okay, starting with a Scraggy. Wow, look how low these Pokemon levels are compared to the Pokemon that we battled against in Valerie's gym. Kind of insane. Wow, you actually survived that? Not gonna lie, Scraggy, I'm impressed. Question is, are you going to use a physical attack next? Because if so, I should actually try out Spiky Shield and see what happens. Oh, it did! Oh, here we go. Yeah, screw you, Scraggy. And of course, yet another Mightyena. Kinda wish I had either Lucario or Meanfu with me. But, you know, it's fine. We'll stick with Chestnut for now. Mind you, only level 36, so this shouldn't be too bad. Oh, of course you're going to use Swagger again. Now, $1 million question, is Chestnut actually going to land the attack? Of course not, of course, I get screwed over by the game. Oh, what a surprise. Right, in which case then, what am I going to bring out? Alright, I think we're just going to use Charizard, and you know what, I think this is a perfect opportunity to see Mega Charizard. And see how it looks. Because Charizard X... Charizard-Eyed X. Because of course Charizard has two different Mega Evolutions, and indeed... it's this badass looking one. No way did you survive that! I am finding it hard to believe that some of these Pokemon are actually surviving some of these attacks. In fact, it's absolutely mind-blowing, actually, thinking about it. How did that Mightyena survive an attack like that from a Mega-Evolved Charizard? Hard to be happy when you lose. Where did I go wrong? Oh, where to even begin? I can't help but worry when I lose, though. I mean, I'm kind of a scrub, you know. Yeah, I had a feeling it would be. Anyway, let's do some healing, and let's see, Hyper Potion? Bit overkill, that. No, let's not use a Hyper Potion. Let's just use a Super Potion for now. And we'll use another potion as and when we need to next time. Okay, I see an item there. I don't know if I've accidentally missed another item before. But we'll just go along with this for now. Okay, a timer ball. Always like to have those, especially once we start encountering any potential legendary Pokemon capture opportunities. But other than that, nope, nothing else around here. So let's take the elevated path. Let's see. Wait, were you the guy that was kind of blocking me before? I think you were, aren't you? Right, so let's go... Oh gosh, where to go? Oh, hello. What's this? Oh, is this... Oh, it turns the conveyor. Okay, let's not do that yet. Let's just have a little scope around the area and see what we have. Including this suspicious office. Oh, is this the actual staff? We automated the factory to lighten the burden put on Pokemon, but it also means there are fewer people, so the factory was taken over almost instantly. Yeah, that's the problem with relying too much on automation. If Pokeballs are stolen by Team Flare, we can't become friends with Pokemon. I know, it's gonna be terrible, isn't it? You're not wearing a red suit, so you're not a member of Team Flare. Then who are you? It doesn't matter. Anyway, beat Team Flare, I will do that. And yes, I indeed figured that out. Both you and your Pokemon should take a nice rest for a while. Oh, okay, so I do have an option to heal my Pokeball. Well, you know, that's fine. I only wasted a Super Potion anyway, so it's not the end of the world. So now we got some healing done. And we have a Team Flare grunt who seems to be obsessed with balls right now, the amount of times he just said balls in that opening, that little opening there. Anyway, Swalot. I think this will be a job for Espeon. Yeah. Good luck using Encore on something that's on a non-existent thing there. There we go, no problem at all for Espeon. I always knew Espeon was going to kick ass, and that's why I wanted to have Espeon in my team once again for one of my Pokemon adventures. I don't have any balls to throw. Well, you certainly dropped the ball there with that battle, didn't you? I'll see myself out. Whatever. If we steal the Pokeballs, only Team Flare will have Pokemon. Yeah, well, not unless I stop you. Anyway, I think this just goes round this just goes back around that way, so I'm guessing we are going to have to rotate the direction of the conveyor belt. Okay, so what... Oh, I see what that does. That means we can now go this way. Okay, we've already battled you, of course. Nothing hidden there. We also battled you. You were conveniently blocking the way. So now we can go this way. Ooh, and into this office. Oh, here we go. Come now, work for Team Flare. If you just help out, we wouldn't have to carry all these Pokeballs by ourselves. Or with a contribution of just 5 million Pokédollars, you could become a member of Team Flare. It's a no-brainer. What in the world are you Team Flare fools thinking? I'll never forgive any group that tries to take all the Pokeballs for itself. Forget it. Quit wasting your time with this person. I agree. There's no one we can use here. Let's blow this place to smithereens. Wow, that's a bit extreme. Well, what do we have here? An intruder? You're one to talk, yeah. You, please help me. My oh my, getting a little desperate are we, Mr. Company President? Well, I guess I'll just have to extinguish your little glimmer of hope. And I guess I'm gonna have to be one to, wipe out your ambition for this place, I suppose you could say. Anyway, you're just sending out a Scraggy. I mean, that's fine. So let's once again use Needle Arm, and then if necessary, I'll try using the Spike Shield again, because that worked against that previous Scraggy that we battled against. So once again, you're doing Scary Face. Let's see if you're going to try and use an attack. Oh, it did. There we go, nicely done. Spiky Shield coming to effect there. Ooh, Houndoom. Okay, yeah, definitely switch Pokemon. Question is, who do we bring out? I mean, Lapras is the obvious choice, but I'm actually going to bring out Sliggoo. at least for the time being. Mainly because I just want to use Rain Dance. There we go. Make it nice and stormy in here. I don't know how it's possible, considering the fact we're inside, but you know, we'll go for it. Also, I was going to switch to Lapras, but you know what? We'll have Sliggoo battle this one, especially as you know Muddy Water. I'm pretty sure that's one of your newer moves that you learnt while I was doing all that off-camera training. Okay, not bad at all there, Sliggoo. And there we go. What? I know, right? It's weird seeing it rain indoors, isn't it? Oh, you were talking about your loss, aren't you? Nah. Come on. You didn't have to go all out for a pitiful president like him. So lame, that's just embarrassing from an admin. Still, no worries, we're on it. This pair of scientists will clean up after you. Let's take him on 2 versus 1. We must improve our chances of winning. Yeah, but you obviously didn't realise that, I've had an accomplice here. We'll see about that. Sorry I'm late. There's another one? 1 kid or 2, it doesn't make a lot of difference. When we're the ones fighting together, our odds of victory increase exponentially. You might want to check your numbers. Are you really even scientists? Yeah, of course I'll help you fight these scientists. In fact, I'm trying to remember, did one of these scientists appear at the power plant? No, I think they're 2 different scientists. A Maniatric and Lipard. Okay. This should be fine. We'll just use Seed Bomb on Maniatric. Ooh, okay. We definitely want to take out some of these Pokemon before they potentially knock out Meowstic. Okay, that didn't do as much damage as I thought, but that's fine. I think instead, let's move to using Needle Arm on Lipard next. Yeah, that was not a smart move, was it? Using an electric-type move on a grass-type Pokemon. Okay, that's good. That's the Lipard knocked out. Question is, what's Meowstic gonna do? Oh, that's right, you used Light Screen or what it was, wasn't it? That's fine. Ooh, I could use Spiky Shield, but there's no guarantee who you're going to attack next, so nah, let's just use Seed Bomb. Okay, sure enough, you were going to attack Meowstic, so that's fine. Ooh, that should finish it off. Perfect. There we go. Nicely done. And a level up for Charizard, very good. And Sliggoo, good, good, good. And we defeated Team Flare, nice. No way, wow, we are lame. Probability is just probability after all. Absolutes does not exist. Wait, absolutes do not exist. Oh. I slightly misread that. Oh my, oh my. So lame, what a shame. We got beat. Enough already. We've already stolen the Pokeballs, Great Balls, and Ultra Balls. Let's call it good and leave. So although we beat them, it looks like they still managed to get away with a few of the Pokeballs. You saved us, thank you so much. You're astounding Pokemon trainers for being so young. Very well then, I want to show my appreciation. I'll give you a Master Ball or a Big Nugget. Ooh, okay. I think you should pick first. Okay. Well, I mean, it's always nice to have some money, but let's be honest, we're going to have to go for the Master Ball, even though I don't plan to use it. I've got to get a Master Ball. Come on, it's the obvious thing. Let's go for the Master Ball. I'll take the Master Ball, while you, Serena, have the Big Nugget. Oh, and as a bonus, you can have the one you didn't pick as well. Oh, okay, I'll have the Big Nugget anyway. So what's Serena gonna have then? Oh, okay, she gets both items as well. Ah, what a nice man this president is. I just have a feeling you two will put them to great use. You're different from those Team Flare people. Oh, and even I don't know the proper way to use a big nugget. Still, that blasted Team Flare. What were they planning to accomplish by taking all the Pokeballs for themselves? I know, a bit of a strange one, isn't it? So, they stole Pokeballs, right? That means they must be planning something they need many Pokemon for. I heard that Team Flare was also behind the trouble at the power plant. Pokemon and electricity, what could they be after? There's definitely something, going on there. Also, you were saying something different there. Without Pokeballs, people can't catch Pokemon, which means many people won't be able to make friends with Pokemon. That is true. But at the very least, we managed to stop Team Flare. Also, can I see what these are? Oh, I was curious to see whether they had any, like, written information. Also, sorry to do this, but yeah, I'm the president now. I've made it big. I failed in my duty to be a Pokemon trainer, so now I'm the president of a big company. No, I tell you what. Nah, as much as I like to, as much as I like the idea of having the option to run my own company, let's just head back. Also, which way do I need to go? Kinda lost here, although I think we could just go this way. Oh, everyone's out of the office now. We're hard at work making Pokeballs, but there still aren't enough. But hopefully, you'll get to it at some point. Also, don't mind me, I'm just gonna change the direction of the conveyor belt just so I can get out of the building. There we go. And, oh no, the rest of the gang are here. Hey, do you think it's okay to go have a look around now? Well, you guys missed out on all the action. I'm sorry, Team Flare messed everything up. It's not a good time right now. Team Flare? Have I heard that name somewhere? Would they be the people in the red suits from a minute ago? That's right, Trevor, Team Flare. But they took all the Pokeballs by force, but they're for everybody to use. How awful. It seems like it would be best not to get involved with those guys. You're right, Trebs. Team Flare sure is terrible. What should we do now? According to the town map, Dendermill Town is next. Okay then, well I guess Dendermill Town is where we're going to go next. Also, they obviously didn't take all the Pokeballs because we could still clearly see a lot of them at the end of that conveyor belt there. DJ, you and Serena are really awesome. You're way stronger than those bad guys. Still, try not to do anything crazy, okay? See ya! See you soon, Shauna. Thank you. Everyone's okay thanks to you. But if I keep relying on you like this, going on this journey will lose its meaning. Well, you know what, it's good to have a backup, have some backup anyway, you know, to take on Team Flare. Also, I've got a holo clip. Oh. We're bringing you this special bulletin. The Poké Ball Factory in the area around Laver City has been attacked. The identities of those involved are unknown. However, this is not expected to have any effect on the sales of Pokeballs. Okay, well that's good. And speaking of Pokeballs, I do need to stock up on some items, so I think before we finally leave this place and head to the next place, that I believe being Dendermill Town, City, wherever it was, I feel like I need to do a little bit of stocking up and maybe I'll consider switching my Pokemon around, I'm not sure, but either way, oh, hello. You're still here. Man, these red suits are hard to run in. I'll never catch up to those kids. But the admins are sure going to be grumpy about this. Yeah, well, that's your problem, not mine. Anyway, as I was saying, I think I'm just going to do a little bit of preparations and then we're going to head on out to, head on out of Laver City and head to the next city.